Liza rolling around just outside, taking out the trash. Where is TJ? TJ is in his spot. So today I was thinking about talking regarding crime here in Shishka, or our part of Shishka, which is a neighborhood, a district in Ljubljana. Some of the regular viewers know that we had police action across the street with two robbers. So one of them robbed a gas pump, which is basically across the street, very nearby. And they both then fled to the apartment building across the street. They thought they got away from the cops, but the cops realized where they were hiding, and then they were caught after some time. So, ja, pridem, kar počivi, nikamor ne gremo. Pridem. TJ thought that we are leaving, we are going somewhere, we're a walkie, and he's thirsty. Yeah, usually we have 2 buckets outside, and we change them at least 2 times a day. So one is here, one is on the other side of the house by the pipe or the tap, faucet, whatever. So back to the story regarding crime, or crime basically that affects us, so this house. So we have a, let's say, small garden, vegetables and some fruits, and among the fruit trees there is also this cherry tree, quite old, with all the moss, and let's say not a lot of cherries this year, and some are already rotten, dried because of the May. May was, well, the weather in May was pretty awful. One of the most wet Mays, a lot of raining, so that affected cherries quite a bit in the negative way, while the other vegetables or fruits are more, let's say, appreciated. All the additional water, plus the cherry tree itself is quite old, and as you can see, not in the great shape. So why I was talking so much about the cherry tree? Because just last week we were leaving for a walk, our evening walk. I was alone with these two, and we went, just when we passed around the corner, we saw a lady with 2 kids on the other side of the wall, picking cherries up. So I was thinking, should I go and ask her what she's doing? Because from time to time we have people. TJ enjoying some sun rays. Basically he will be 1 hour in the shade and 1 hour in the sun. Yeah, and I'm of course disturbing him with it's too hot. So yeah, I was thinking if I should go to her and ask her what she's doing, but usually the response of people like her is, I'm just picking, I just took a few of the cherries. There is no harm to that. Well, of course, it's a small thing. Basically, you took a fistful of cherries, but if you consider that from the owner's point of view, if every person that comes along takes a few cherries, then you don't have any cherries for yourself, so for the owner. TJ in his hiding place, the cool place, and Liza just wandering around. So yeah, basically I decided I will not approach her, because especially with her two children, small children around, it would be, let's say, not effective, or the children would get upset. But yeah, so usually this is the type of crime, small petty crimes that we are used to around the house. So, but yeah, there is one event incident with the cherry that happened when was I in the elementary primary school. Liza hears something, and the mailman came. I will be back soon. When I was in elementary school, I remember there is one small shack there, but before there was quite a bigger, let's say, storage place, which was almost the same height of this wall, and basically it extends from the wall to the tree itself, to the trunk of the tree, and it was basically as solid as this structure. And so one time I just came home from school, and there was a guy, employee of this LPP company, which is public transport company, so the bus company. He on the other side is their parking space, and between their parking space and the wall there is basically a 2-meter wide pavement sidewalk, which is, I don't know why it's there, but it's there. So he basically drove his car on the pavement, then climbed on the top of his car and crossed the wall and went on that roof of that storage hut or whatever, and started to pick cherries. and he was basically had I think just an ordinary plastic bag, and basically just picking the cherries like he owns the place. And when my grandmother saw him, she basically asked him what he's doing, that's not his property, that he should leave. And that man basically yelled at her, basically what's her problem, and that she should shut up. So she basically just pick a watering hose, drag it to there, and just sprayed him all over. And then of course he was upset because he was now wet. But yeah, he finally left. So this is one of the more exciting incidents that occurred around the house that I remember. At that time we still had the German Shepherds, and here is TJ. But I don't recall them or it, or was just one German Shepherd. I don't recall them being anything like upset or barking at the intruder, or most likely because he was up too high for them to react. But yeah, and even before my time, as you can see, this side of the property is fenced with a green fence, so the bush. But in that extreme corner, because of all the trees and there is garage on the other side, there is not a lot of sunlight, and the bush doesn't grow there. So there is basically a 2-meter wide opening that it's covered, well, fenced with a chicken wire fence, if you can call it. Basically the same fence that is also used here. Liza is digging, don't know why. So yeah, and Liza. Sometimes people would came during the night, basically pull that fence down or sideways, manage to get in, and they would basically just pick some fruit and then left. So in that corner there is vines, and in that corner there used to be a tree. It was a apple tree. When I was a kid, on the middle of this was a pear tree. Here was another big old tree, apple tree, and here on this corner was another sour cherries. Yeah, here was sour cherries. So if you came at night, you had a wide selection of fruit to choose from. And of course, at that time the German Shepherds were staying in their hut during the night, and of course they couldn't come out. Of course, in that time we also this site was completely in one piece, so the doors weren't here, but the door would, you have to use this door and then turn left. There was another door, but after we stopped using it for the dogs, it basically became a storage shed, or for now they are only the guinea pigs inside. But yeah, when I was kid, there was, so that's before 91, let's say, we were in this corner of the building hut was a chicken shed. So, and even before my time there were apparently also rabbits, so self-supply in the city. Yeah. TJ is relaxing. So that's it for today. Thanks for watching and bye.